Lesson 4.8, Money Number Stories. In this lesson, you're going to solve multiple step number stories about money. You're going to solve these problems involving conversions between monetary units. And then finally, you're going to solve multi-step number stories about money and time. But first, we're going to do our mental math and reflexes. What I want you to do is try to read this number out loud to yourself. Hopefully you're realizing and remembering that we say the two numbers together that are before the comma and the three numbers after it together. So this one we would read 98,743. So you try to do the next one. Hopefully you read 20,023. Practicing to say our numbers out loud is good, so it reminds us how to say them correctly. The first problem that I'm going to give to you says that Meg has one $100 bill, that Dennis has 9 $10 bills, that Luke has $101 bills, and Don has 6 $10 bills, along with $31 bills. So who has the most money anyway? Be prepared to explain. What I'd like to do here, and what you see that I have written, is I put M for Meg, has, so I put equals, one $100 bills. Well, one $100 bills is $100. DE stands for Denise, and it says she has 9 $10 bills. So I wrote 9 down and times it by $10, which equals $90. Luke has $101 bills, so I put 100 times $1 equals $100. And finally, Don has 6 $10 bills, so I wrote down Don and put 6 times 10 equals 60, and 30 $1 bills, so I put 30 times $1, which equals $30. When I add up Don's total, I added 60 plus 30, which gave me 90. Based on this information, we know that Meg and Luke have the same amount of money, $100. They just got their $100 a different way. College students in Santa Barbara, California, completed classes and are making travel plans to go home for the summer. Use the information in the chart below to help them plan their trips. If needed, draw a diagram, such as a measurement scale, to help you solve the problems. This is in your math journal, page 128. Please turn to that page and look at the diagram so that you can see that the destination was Los Angeles, the approximate travel time was 3 hours, by train it was one price, $31, and by bus it was another price, $22. Please pause the recording now and turn to Math Journal page 128 if you haven't already done so. Don't forget, whenever it's asking you to do some sort of number line, that you can divide it up as such. Between $0 and $10 is 10 $1 bills. Between $10 and $20 is 10 more $1 bills. Between $20 and $30 is 10 more $1 bills, and so on, all the way up to $100. This may help you to figure out some problems to the questions they have posed on this page. Number 1 says, Colleen, Amelia, and Teresa are going home to San Diego. They buy 3 train tickets using 2 $100 bills. How much change should they get from the cashier? Well, if 3 of them bought tickets using 2 $100 bills, and they were going home to San Diego, you would look at the San Diego train ticket price, $42, and you would need to first add 42 3 times. Once you come up with that answer, you need to remember that they used 2 $100 bills, which is a total of 200. You need to subtract the cost of the train ticket, which is what you figured out here. And I'm going to leave that blank for now because I want to make sure that you are doing this problem. And then I want you to write the answer on the line below. When you've completed this problem, I want you to bring your workbook up to me and I want to check it. Once I've checked this problem, I will help guide you through B and number 2. Pause the recording now and finish that problem. So what differences did you notice between converting hours and minutes compared to converting $100 bills, $10 bills, and $1 bills? Hopefully you noticed that there are 10 $1 bills and $10, and there are 10 $10 bills and $100. Again, in the times, I'm hoping you'll notice that there are 60 seconds in 1 minute and there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. How much more is a record sheet used for playing a math game? And we are not going to be doing that right now. The next problem that you're going to do is in Math Journal, page 127. And it is asking you, what kind of number has more than 2 different factors? Again, if you're stuck or you don't know, it refers you to a student reference book page that you can use to look it up. I can tell you, though, that it is a composite number. It asks you to circle the numbers below that fit this description. So, which numbers below are composite numbers? I'll give you one answer right off the bat, 42. And why is that composite? Because 1 times 42 is 42. 2 times 21 is 42. 3 times 14 is 42. And 6 times 7 is 42. Wow, that's a lot of numbers. That definitely is more than 2 different factors. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 factors to equal 42. Find the other numbers in this math box that are composite numbers, and then finish the rest of this journal page. Then you can go ahead and go up to the Math Journal answer key to find out which ones you got correct and which ones you didn't. Any that you struggle with and don't understand, please make sure you stop back to Mrs. Voorhees or myself so that we can let you know what you did wrong. Thank you. Stop the recording now and finish Math Journal page 127. This is what that page looks like. You should have had me check that. Now we're coming up to Math Masters, page 166. And it reads, Mr. Russo is buying equipment for his baseball team. Use the table to the right to answer the question about his purchases. Mr. Russo needs 9 helmets and 8 gloves. How much would they cost in all? Well, your first step would be to look at the 9 helmets. 9 helmets, and each helmet is $22. So first I need to take 22 times 9. Remember, you can use the partial products method, the traditional method, or the partitioning method. For this one, I am going to show you how to do the partial products method again. We would divide this into two sections. So 9 times 20 is 180. And 9 times 2 is 18. When I add them together, I know the helmets are going to equal $198. But I only have part of my answer because the helmets are $180. I also have to find out how much 8 gloves are. So I'm going to need to multiply 35 times 8. Pause the recording now and figure this answer out. When you come up with that answer, don't forget that you're going to need to add it to this dollar amount in order to get the complete answer that will go in this box. Pause the recording now and figure that answer out. This is what the HomeLink Math Masters page 166 looks like. And this was the answer to number 1. When you've completely finished this page, you need to bring it up to me to have me check it over. You also need to complete Math Journal page 129. Math Journal page 129 is an assessment check-in. So I need to check that in and check it off on my paper to show that you knew it and understood it. Thank you. This is the end of lesson 4-8.